from deep within the Ellis Beefeaster audio vault.
Through Saturday only.
You're looking smarter than ever. WNBC News, sponsored by Cooper Tire. See Cliff Deming at Dean Tire, 1945 Route 23 in Wayne, New Jersey.
This is news from 66 WNBC, New York.
I'm Charles McCord. Here's what's happening at 9 o'clock. When you think of truly fine sports photography, a lot of people think of Sports Illustrated. So naturally, a lot of people who wanted a good look at the form displayed in the Olympics would probably turn to SI. But this year, maybe not. The photo director for Sports Illustrated says the best 3,000 pictures the magazine took during the first several days of the games have all been stolen. They were taken yesterday afternoon from the front seat of a locked van belonging to a delivery service. Such photographs included Ben Johnson running and then leaving, going through the airports when he went back to Canada. Greg Louganis winning gold and diving, the U.S.-Soviet basketball game, among others. Sports Illustrated says the pictures are simply irreplaceable and is offering a no-questions-asked reward for their return. The case of Anne Greene goes to the jury today. She is accused of smothering two of her own children shortly after each was born. She admits doing it, but says it came from severe postpartum depression. Prosecutor Mary Beth Richroth told the jury yesterday that wasn't good enough.
Merely because a woman kills her child in the postpartum period does not mean that she's doing it as a result of postpartum depression or postpartum psychosis. There must be symptoms, and the symptoms is what the defendant didn't have.
Defense lawyer Michael Dowd argued that Mrs. Greene's attitude during trial clearly demonstrated she was not a killer. Greene is a registered nurse and has an otherwise unblemished record. The index of leading economic indicators, the chief forecasting gauge of future economic activity, rose a moderate 0.4% in August. Commerce Department says the new figure may be a signal that robust growth and the inflation that goes with it may require another dose of higher interest rates from the Federal Reserve Board. But analysts caution against drawing firm conclusions from a single month's figures. The New Jersey Senate has approved some workplace reform, leave of absences for parents. Senator Donald D. Francesco of Union told us,
a family leave will be granted to an employee who's employed by a company of having 25 employees or more, who has the birth of a child, adoption of a child, the serious illness of a child, or the sickness of a parent or spouse.
Not happy with the speed of progress in his reform campaign, Mikhail Gorbachev has notched up the throttle a bit, clearing away people who are in his way.
Gorbachev grabs control at the Communist Party meeting in Moscow. Soviet President and former Foreign Minister Gromyko out. Head of the KGB will be demoted. The 5 members of the crew of the orbiting space shuttle woke up early.
Good morning, Discovery!
Actor Robin Williams with a slight twist and an update to his movie Good Morning Vietnam. After some rap, patter, plus some music, Discovery Commander Rick Houck responded.
Good morning, Houston.
Good morning, Discovery. We have you loud and clear.
Hot clear, thanks for that nice wake-up music.
First full day in orbit for the crew. No major problems so far. Schedule calling for some experiments and some sightseeing. Pope John Paul issues a major document on women today. It condemns discrimination, reaffirms a ban on women becoming priests. The document also says women's personalities are formed, for the most part, by maternal characteristics. From the NBC Radio Network newsroom, I'm Gary Nunn.
The WNBC weather, partly cloudy and warmer in the low 70s. Tonight and Saturday, partly cloudy, warmer, low in the low 60s, and the high tomorrow in the mid-70s. Just a chance of a shower maybe late in the day on Sunday. 59 degrees right now.
One more reason to hate Robin Williams. Boy, that is tedious enough. So let me see if I understand this about this woman now. She killed 2 of her children, right? And tried to kill the third, who's now with relatives.
Well, yeah.
Well, and what's her defense?
Postpartum depression, severe.
On 3 occasions.
Real severe, I guess.
What is that all about?
Deeply severe.
Well, we're dealing with somebody here who just ought to be locked up in a padded cell, shouldn't they?
Severe.
I mean, when she killed the first one, then why take a chance and have the second one then?
All right,
Then kill the second one, then we'll move on.
Why in the world are you asking me?
No, because I just think I think this defense of hers is preposterous.
Well, that's what the prosecution maintains.
This woman is a murdering sick nut.
Well, her lawyer says that she is not that.
Let's hook her up to that Delco and be done with it.
Plain cad.
We'll have sports, Roz will have the cars.
That's your answer to everything. Let's
No,
hook
it's
him
not
up
my...
to that Delco
No, it's
and
not
get
my...
it over with. Everything.
To be serious, don't you think don't you think that's just preposterous, that defense?
I don't know. I really don't know.
Does it make any sense to you that she'd kill 2 kids for the same reason and then try to kill the third for the same reason? I mean, something should have been done before. After,
I would think so.
Yeah, come on.
So I don't know. I don't know anything about it. I mean, I've heard.
And she has an otherwise unblemished record. Well, okay, so she's not a career criminal. Good. Well, that's good.
Well, it's just simply pointed out as a statement of fact that she doesn't have a record. That's all.
Well, good. Most people who murder other people don't.
She's tried to get a couple things published, but couldn't get them out.
Anyway, sports and the cars.
Hey, who the hell are you, Perry Mason?
You know, I don't need all of this. I don't need to.
Here we go.
You know, I'm trying to watch the Olympics last night. I'm just I turn on live at 5 because I like Cafferty and
Sue Simmons
and Grimsey and that bunch. And P.L. Lindstrom out of Shea. Whoa.
Don't.
I love P.L. Lindstrom.
Well, don't start though on her body parts.
I'm not going to start on her body parts, and I had a pretty good shot at P.L. Lindstrom, but I ruined it by talking about it on the air, which I've decided not to do anymore. So I'm talking about it now as something that happened in the past.
All right.
And I'm not
something that you learned from.
This is a lesson I learned.
Okay.
My failure to score with the...
No. Now, see,
yeah, but
there you go again.
No, I
don't agree with you at all.
I don't mean score
that.
sexually. I just mean, you know, to develop a relationship with P.L. Lindstrom. It did not work out. And the reason it didn't work out is because I created the situation here on the radio that I should have just talked about something else.
You don't know that. See, that's what you want to think.
That's what you told me? That's what Taylor told me?
It ruins it. It puts a lot of added pressure on any kind of relationship when you talk about it.
Yeah.
Of course it does. To delude yourself that something would have come had you not talking about it, you don't know that. She could have said, I wouldn't go out with you on a bet, and you had never said a word to her about her.
Let's be realistic.
I am being realistic. You be realistic.
This woman would have run down the stairs here at NBC.
P.L. Lindstrom?
Well, why not?
Because she's a very sophisticated, refined lady. That's why.
And
you're a pig.
I am not a pig.
You are a porker, babe. I'm sorry to put it in those terms, but man, when you're looking for bacon frying, look it over that way.
I am a very sophisticated. I am a very sophisticated, intelligent, wealthy person.
You are wealthy.
Well, he can be very sophisticated and intelligent. He can be.
And intelligent. I don't know how sophisticated you are.
He can be, believe me.
So for you to suggest that P.L. Lindstrom would not go out with me on any
just on a personal basis.
On a personal basis, leaving aside anything I might have said on the air, whether I did or not, I think is unfair and preposterous and a mean thing for you to say.
I didn't mean it in a mean vein.
I think you're trying to.
No, I didn't. But I think it's preposterous for you to delude yourself that just you're not getting someone because you talked about them.
You're the one who, for you and Taylor,
but I'm saying, but that is certainly true. That certainly does add pressure. I mean, it's just but I'm saying, don't say someone won't go out with you because you ruined it on the air.
Well, I'm not. My point is I'm not going to do it anymore. Why take that chance?
And then you will see for yourself if someone will go out with you just to go out with you.
And then there was Susan Mulcahy.
Well, there's another one.
Who, excuse my language, but I'm telling you, she was hot to trot for me. That was the deal. But that just didn't work out, did it? And why didn't it work out?
We're getting your side of it. We haven't heard Susan's side.
That's right.
So it's only your side of the story. And yes, you did blow it. You did.
With statements just like that, I might add.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really serious. I'm just sort of kidding around. But I mean,
right.
She was very attractive to me because I could tell that.
How?
Because she went to lunch with you?
Well, no, I could just tell the way she talked to me.
What?
Well, I mean, you could
give an example.
Oh, I don't have
a little body language going. Is that what you're saying?
No, well, yes, and also the things, the way she said things. I could just tell that she was lathered up.
The way she said, like what? I don't.
Well, not lathered up, but you know what I mean. But that's not going to work out.
You're
now.
living in. I truly think you have deluded yourself into
But I have a new thing here.
What is it?
I have a new one.
A new what?
Woman.
Oh, a new one.
And I'm not going to talk about her.
Okay.
Who is it?
I can't tell you.
What's her name?
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to create that situation again.
Well, don't go into it in any detail. Just where did you meet her?
I haven't actually met her yet.
Well, who the hell is it?
I saw
Did you
her.
see her magazine?
No, I saw her on television.
You saw her on television.
Yes, when she's very interested.
What, on the Home Shopping Network?
No. On the Olympics.
A participant in
You're
the
going
Olympics?
to
Yeah,
you want to go out with Flojo, right?
No.
That Yugoslavian weightlifter?
No. Well, who? I don't think we want to get into it. My point is,
You do.
that she has expressed keen interest. Who? And who could blame her, frankly? And I'm just trying to be realistic here.
I'm saying
I
you
know.
would be quite a catch. You would be. I mean, you would.
That's right.
I admit it.
That's
you
right.
would.
He could be. He could be.
Yes.
Why does my
a little help.
Why does my cat Collins love me? This cat.
Animals, don't you?
And this cat loves me, and I choke my cat.
Animals are very forgiving.
No, wait a
and
minute.
very-
Wait a minute, that's my chicken. I get my animals mixed up
Wait a
here.
minute. Wait a minute.
No, my cat loves me, and I hate my cat.
Don't you understand that animals will? You could shoot them with a BB gun
They're very
and feed them,
forgiving.
and they will still come back
Bless
to
their
you.
little hearts.
I don't do anything mean to my cat, by the way. I just don't like cats.
So, was this somebody involved, as usual, in the tennis area?
No, I don't think.
Is this a tennis? Is this in the tennis area?
No, it's
I
not.
hope you and Miroslav will be very happy.
It's not necessary to go into any more detail because we're not going to do that because I'll wind up being a monk if left to your devices. So let's just not talk about it anymore. All right.
A lot of people find that life very fulfilling.
Just let me say this.
Our breasts.
I don't know, but and I don't, and that's sexist in your
No,
opinion.
he's saying it kiddingly.
I'm saying it kiddingly because
There's a
that's what you reduce these relationships to.
It's 12 after 9, I'm assuming. Well, how did we get started on this?
Because I don't remember.
Because you brought it
He
up.
said something pig-like, and we had to jump in.
I have a new philosophy now and a new code of conduct, as it were.
Okay.
Please.
Oh, I know. You said you were sophisticated.
I am,
Okay.
and I'm very bright,
That's very true. I'm the first.
and I'm also very nice, by the way.
I agree with that 100%.
It's 12 after 9, and it's time now for the latest from the WNBC Traffic and Transit Network. And here with the car stuff is Roz Frank. And you're not helping things.
I'm trying to help.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you.
All right, what's the car?
If you're traveling using the inbound George Washington Bridge, again, you'll find the bridge bumper to bumper coming across. The tie-up was on the eastbound Cross Bronx by Jerome. We had a tractor-trailer there. It should be on the shoulder now, but again, it will be very heavy for you. Westbound Cross Bronx, still quite slow to 3rd Avenue. After that point, it does open up. Again, northbound Whitestone Bridge had an earlier accident. Still could be slow for you. And also the Whitestone Expressway packed for just about a mile onto the bridge. The east side, no surprises for you. It's heavy. 59th Street Bridge, Midtown Tunnel, and southbound on the FDR. More traffic and transit shortly on WNBC.
For over 70 years, Cooper has been producing quality tires priced within easy reach.
Cooper quality goes a long, long way. Made with care and pride in the USA. For the best tire value you can get today. Cooper quality goes a long, long way.
A Cooper tire is a great example of quality American craftsmanship. Made with such skill and pride, the person who builds the tire actually signs the tire. Cooper, the tire with 2 names, the company and the